A poor beau gave his only sweater to a homeless man. He never knew it belonged to a billionaire. The biting December wind whipped through the city streets. 12-year-old Leo clutched his only warm jacket, a faded blue sweater that had belonged to his older brother, Michael, who died years ago in a fire, a hero. As Leo passed a subway entrance, he saw a homeless man, George, huddled on the ground, shivering violently. Remembering his mother's words about kindness and stories of his brother's bravery, Leo did something extraordinary. Without hesitation, he took off his only sweater. "Please, keep this," he said. The man hesitated, but the cold was relentless. "Thank you, Beau," George whispered, tears in his eyes. He didn't notice the small, embroidered logo on the chest, a golden flame, and the words New Dawn Shelter. 3 weeks later, on the 47th floor of a glass tower, billionaire CEO Marcus Thorne prepared for a Forbes photo shoot. At 34, he was known for his calculated coldness, but recently, memories of a time when he had nothing but hope had begun to haunt him. For the photo shoot, the photographer wanted some street-level shots to contrast with the corporate environment. As Marcus posed, his eyes caught something familiar across the street. It was George, the homeless man, now selling newspapers, wearing a faded blue sweater. But it was the logo that made Marcus's heart stop. New Dawn Shelter. He knew that symbol. He had spent 6 years of his childhood there. Ignoring the photo shoot, Marcus rushed across the street. "That sweater?" he asked, his voice anxious. "Where did you get it?" George, stunned to be speaking to the famous billionaire, explained, "A young boy. He took it right off his back and gave it to me a few weeks ago." He described Leo perfectly. Shaken, Marcus returned to his office. He had to find that boy. He hired a private investigator. Within 48 hours, he had the answer. Leo Blackwood, son of Sarah, whose older brother, Michael, had died a hero in a fire 12 years ago. The name hit Marcus like a lightning bolt. Michael Blackwood. At the shelter, Michael had been his protector, his teacher, the only hero he'd ever known. After being adopted, Marcus had lost contact, never knowing what became of him. Now he knew. Marcus drove to Leo's neighborhood and waited outside his school. When he saw Leo, he recognized Michael's kind eyes immediately. "I need to talk to you about the sweater," he began, kneeling to the boy's level. "That sweater belonged to your brother, didn't it?" Leo's eyes widened. "How do you know?" "Because your brother," Marcus said, his voice thick with emotion. "He saved my life when we were children, at their small, worn apartment." Leo's mother, Sarah, was shocked to see the billionaire at her door. "Your son Michael taught me there was kindness in the world when I had lost all hope," Marcus explained through tears. He looked at the pile of bills on their table, the peeling walls, and knew what he had to do. "I want to create a foundation in Michael's name," he announced. "An organization to help children just like I was, just like Leo is today, and I want you both to help me run it." 2 months later, the Michael Blackwood Foundation was launched with a $20 million endowment from Marcus. Sarah became its director, and Leo, its inspiration. Their lives were transformed, but more importantly, the legacy of a hero who died saving others was now saving thousands more. George, the man who received the sweater, was hired as the janitor of the foundation's first community center, and the blue sweater itself was framed at the headquarters, a timeless reminder that a single act of kindness can echo through eternity. Marcus had built a financial empire, but through a poor beau's simple gift, he finally found the only wealth that truly mattered.